Sharon H, and if you like straight shooting, no F's given, real talk, then I'm about as candid as you're gonna get. I hope you've had a wonderful and safe festive season if you celebrate it, but if you don't, I hope you've all been happy and safe too. And if you're here watching this video, you're either one of my awesome returning viewers or you just want to know how to take your power back in 2023. And I've got 10 empowering tips for you coming up. Just remember, everything in this video is coming from my perspective and viewpoint. Take what advice you want and let the rest slide right off of you like Teflon. And you want to keep watching all the way to the end because number 10 may be just the most important tip of all. If you've yet to already have smashed that like button, smash that subscribe button, then please do. It helps others find my videos too. Now let's get to it. Tip 1, quit the new year, new me, Yep, you heard that right. If the quick fixes have not worked for you any other year, then why the f would you think they're gonna work for you this year? They don't work for anyone. We're all human. We can't just wake up one day and decide I'm fit, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm wise without any back work. I mean, in theory, it sounds awesome, right? And in a perfect world, yeah, yes, of course. The time to start is right now. But you've got to realize these things take time and repeated habit. Bear with me while I'm melting. Just get started on something that you believe will lead you to happiness and growth, and go through every motion until you get there. Tip 2, be who you are and not who anyone else expects you to be. Yes, I mean this. Too often we feel belittled and small if someone doesn't like us. We and those that matter know us to be a good, solid person, but there's that one person that seems to have a problem with us. Why do we let it bother us so much? I mean, who are they really? In my experience, there's always someone in the mix who thinks they're all that and a bag of chips, who'll find a problem with you, and most probably, most they deal with. Next time someone makes you feel belittled or small, look at the bigger picture. How do these numbnuts speak of or treat others? Do they always seem to have a problem with someone? Or do they seem to target the underdog or anyone they perceive as weaker? Often these people are just throwing their weight around and wanting things their own way. The minute someone stands firm and sets boundaries, they tend to frack off. Anyone who has to make you feel lesser so they can feel more and not really unhappy with who you are, they are unhappy with who they are. Never change who you are for the comfort of who they are not. Tip 3, stand firm in your boundaries. That's it. Set your boundaries and don't let anyone cross them or persuade you to become lax with them. The moment someone willingly oversteps your boundaries, they are showing you they don't value them, and most likely you either, for that matter. If something or someone makes you feel uncomfortable, speak up, or at the very least, step back. You do not have to put yourself in a position of discomfort for the comfort of anyone else. Ever. If it feels wrong, it probably is. I mean, come on. Don't let anyone guilt you into doing or being anything that you simply don't feel comfortable in doing or being. Tip 4, don't let anyone intimidate you. Okay, we've all been there. We've all felt that hot flush come over our cheeks, and we've felt that sting of feeling like we are inferior, intimidated, downright bloody stupid, yeah? Sometimes it's more what we build up about someone, a situation in our minds. Just try to remember that in the big scheme of things, we are all equal. We all came in with nothing. That's what we're gonna leave with too. Bloody nothing. Sometimes it's all perspective and how we ourselves rate ourselves comparative to another. When you own your worth and realize you're just as worthy as everyone else in the room, you may just come to realize that someone is in fact not intimidating at all, that you've just allowed yourself to become intimidated by them. Remember, even these people most likely have moments of self-doubt and insecurity. If in the workplace, remember, they had to start somewhere too, and if they're your equal in the workplace, then why are you taking their shit? Rather than be intimidated, try to be inspired by the parts of them that you see power in. Or maybe they're just someone that's throwing their weight around, yeah? If you're letting these people get to you, give yourself an uppercut. Ask yourself, are the majority inspired by them or put off by them? If the latter, then try seeing it for what it is, their blasted ego and nothing more. Not showing weakness or intimidation will be the greatest dent to that ego of theirs and the greatest boost to yours by not allowing them to ruffle your feathers. Number 5, remember, no one's mental health is more important than your own. Let me say that one more time for those in the back. No one's mental health is more important than yours. Some people love to use their mental health as a crutch, and they push and push that narrative with no consideration to yours, mine, or anybody else's. Don't be cornered into giving into these energy vampires' demands and manipulations. If you're left feeling depleted and drained, it's time to give your mental health an overhaul and step away from anyone who leaves your feel-good vibes dry. If protecting their mental health is damaging yours, it's time to skedaddle. Tip number 6, don't be afraid of losing people. Life is short, man, it's short, and it's too damn short to put up with fuck sticks that drag you down. I don't give a damn if it's family, friends, or acquaintances. You cannot live a good life with shitty people, or more so people that make you feel like you're a person. If you know you're being good to someone and all they've given you is disrespect and or pain and a whole lot of reflective reasons for it, come off. Yep, you heard that right. If you can, come off. Life is too damn short for carrying burdens that are not yours to bear. If someone's able-minded, they're old enough to vote, then they're old enough to be accountable for how they bloody well behave. Tip number 7, be prepared to be disliked. Just like you don't like everyone, not everyone's going to like you, but learn to be okay with that. Some people can be quite adverse to anyone who stands strong in who they are and refuses to be walked on, manipulated, or gullible. Part of earning your power is not tolerating anything that goes against your moral or the respect you deserve. And if someone tries to project everything back onto you, the moment you try to stand up for yourself or your beliefs, then maybe it's time to give them a wide berth. They don't have to change themselves or be who you want, but you certainly don't have to tolerate who or how they are either. I've learned if people can't talk to you, then they're often going to talk about you. Let them talk. I figure if they're talking about me, they're leaving some other poor alone. And if they're talking about you, it's probably because they know no one will give a stuff. They're talking about themselves. When some people know they can no longer manipulate you, they will try to manipulate how others see you. Sure, it's gonna hurt for a little while, but just remember, these people aren't really revealing your shittiness. They're revealing their own. Tip number 8, choose your battles wisely. Not every battle is one you need to partake, yeah? Just because someone's looking for a fight doesn't mean you've got to step into the ring. Some people are like yappy freaking dogs, always snapping at someone's heels with aggression. Do you really want to waste your time or energy on someone that's clearly not worth your time or energy? If it's not going to serve for the greater good of those or those you love, hold the attitude. Not my circus, not my monkeys, because you don't want to come out looking like one of the fucking clowns. Tip number 9, own your mistakes, but do not wear another's. There is nothing more like a breath of fresh air than someone that can say, I did it, I stuffed up, I'm wrong. We are all human, we all make mistakes, we all say the wrong things sometimes, we all do the wrong things sometimes. We get tired, we slip up, we get tired, we get irritated. Sometimes we say things we regret, sometimes we do things we regret. People are more likely to trust you and respect you if you own your mistake rather than try to blame shift or deflect. Some people like to exaggerate and lie to make us look bad to cover for their own behavior. Never admit to anything you know full well you did not do, and others know full well you did not do either. Disregard the judgments of anyone who hasn't come even close to walking a mile in your shoes. Disregard the judgments of anyone who isn't even close to having their own shit together. Someone who is never accountable for any of their own screw-ups or blunders especially. Odds are your history of integrity will speak for itself, and odds are their lack of will speak for itself also. And last but not least, tip number 10, don't compare your wins of 2022 to anybody else's. You're most likely seeing the 2022 brag reels coming at you thick and fast. Some tastefully done to incite inspiration, some not so. Let's be real, no one likes a fucking boaster. But if 2022 is your year to shine, well done, good for you, that's freaking awesome. There's beauty in humbleness. May you go into 2023 humble and deservedly proud. But if 2022 wasn't your winning year, then go easy on you. Some of us just did our best to get through last year and survive. And there's power in that too. You did it, we did it. We are here in 2023 with a fresh slate to do the best we can do and be the best we can be. And if the best you can do some days is to just get up and shower, then power to you. The many of us have had those days, and the many of us will have those days again. Doing your best each day is progress forward, no matter how slowly you go. Just don't fold yourself in a heap and allow yourself to stay there. And for fuck's sake, don't compare your whole year to anyone else's highlight reel. Just live your own life and do the best that you can do. Don't measure your success on anyone else's life ruler, because you ain't them and they sure as ain't you. Thanks for being here. As always, much love and appreciation. Happy New Year's, legends. Now go get what's yours. Stay awesome.
Break out of your shell, meet me halfway.